I've had worse.
Well, in that case, get down there, draw their fire. I'll flank them. We need to keep that plane on the ground.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Hi, my name is Theuns. I am the senior licensing producer at IO Interactive, working on the next 007 First Light game. 007 First Light is a third-person, story-driven action-adventure game featuring a wholly original, reimagined origin story of a young James Bond. We were very intrigued by the aspect of telling a story that hasn't been told before, doing something that hasn't been done before. There's a lot of variations of how this character has been portrayed in the past, whether that's in films or in the novels. So we looked at all of that, creating the character we want to bring to life and telling the story that we want to put forward to players. That is what drove a lot of the creative choices for us as well.
They had poor taste, if you ask me, and got what they deserved.
Pardon me? Need to see a man about a bag.
Making him a bit younger means that, you know, you meet him where he's not yet at MI6. He hasn't yet earned his 00 status. But not only from a narrative point of view, it also gives us opportunity from a gameplay point of view that in the beginning, he might know how to, throw a few punches, but to become the skilled agent, he has to go through his 00 recruit training. And part of that narrative experience, you get that player progression. So it combines not only him as a character developing, but you as a player progressing together. And it felt like a really good fit for a unique experience. Not only do we have, let's say, our old guard of veterans, with the spy fantasy mastery, but it has also allowed us to expand our teams and bring in new talent who are eager and excited to work on this project. It is a real honor. Bond is a big name. It's a big legacy. We're extremely excited that we were chosen and trusted to work on this. So far, it's really paying off, and we can't wait for you and players out there to play for themselves. As we're busy ushering in this new chapter for Bond in gaming, we're also, expanding on things that we're all quite good at our studio. So sometimes we will take you on a bit more of a narrative, a focused, spectacle moment to drive the story forward, drive the action forward, carry a lot of forward momentum like that. And other times we open up the mission areas a bit. And then it's really up to you to be Bond your way. So the different gadgets that you've unlocked by then, you get to choose your loadout. And as you're going in, you decide, do you want to stealth? Do you want to use your gadgetry? Do you want to go straight on the attack? But you also have your wit, your charm, your James Bond. So when things start to escalate, you'll have the opportunity to also bluff your way out of situations. And that feels really powerful from a Bond fantasy point of view.
What? Ken Banks, penetration tester. I need to have a stern word with your manager.
Good to have you on the team.
I think we've definitely, paid a lot of attention on combat. We've brought a lot of fluidity, always keeping the action moving forward. When you are, in a close proximity with an enemy and perhaps you're on an elevated platform, well, just grab the guy, rush down, crash on him, break your fall, kick up a gun into your hand, shoot at the next guy. If the bullets run out, well, now the gun is the weapon. Throw it at the next guy, charge in. Once you learn the ropes and learn how to control the environment and the enemies around you, reading their body language, when to parry, when to grab, it becomes really, really fun and fluid. Just throwing your weapon at somebody, I love that. That's such a Bondy thing to do. He just improvises in the moment and keeps moving forward. And I love that. I could keep talking for days, but I'll keep it there. We're creating something new and original. There's a lot of inspiration that we get to take. There's perhaps even a few nods that we get to give, to the franchise. Subtlety, besides the big spectacle moments that you come to expect, paying homage to the legacy of Bond in that way, while yet making it new, unique, fresh on our own. The game is coming out in 2026, and it's coming to current gen consoles and PC and Switch 2 as well.